Hello everyone, welcome to another review of Deadzone Rogue. I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the game and whether or not you should replay it or refund it. And I think I'll just start out the gate right now and just say that I highly recommend this game, that you should just get it. It's a very fun game. It's in early access right now with a quality amount of content. First, let's take a look at the settings here that the game has to offer for us. It's standard. It's a lot of things to choose from. I like that the field of view can go past 120 if you really wanted to play at that higher field of view. You have your, again, standard settings that you would see otherwise in some of these games here. I know compared to Apocalypse Party, which was way simpler by comparison, this here allows you again to adjust post-processing quality, texture quality, visual effects, shading quality, etc., etc., etc. It has frame generation, and as you can see, you can go through the different, well, I don't want to click through this because it's just going to start freezing to load each frame generation, but you get what I mean. Go to controls. Controls are pretty standard. Mouse sensitivity, aim down sensitivity for your mouse, and then for your gamepad or controller, you have different sensitivities. I don't really know what gyroscope mode is, so can't really comment on that. I don't play on a controller. And then you have your aim down sights mode if you care to hold the button down or just press it, and then as well as a flashlight, which you'll see later on. For the audio, again, pretty good. Ambience, voice volume, gameplay music, and then just the master volume in general. And then you have your background audio if you alt-tab out of the game. Your bindings, again, not a lot of keybinds, pretty simple stuff, and again, that's okay. And then your interface. I like that the map, one of my complaints actually when I was playing this game initially was that I wish the map size was bigger, and when I went to the interface, I saw that the map size was bigger, and I was happy. Now, that's not to, like, if let's say there wasn't an option, it wasn't like I was going to dock points or something like that, but just nice to see. So the game has different upgrades. Take a look at the upgrades here. You have your defense upgrades, your damage upgrades, and your utility upgrades. And each one, I'll just hover over them, and then you can pause and take a look at them. Each one, of course, does different things, and you get rewarded for it, of course, for upgrading them. Allows for a lot of replayability, and it's, to me, just a cool, simple system overall. These items I haven't really messed around with yet. I've only completed Zone 1, so I'm guessing in Zone 2, I'm probably going to get the required components for these items. I think these are just additives and modifiers for each thing that you pick up in these items here. Again, I don't know what exactly these entail, but we'll get there. And as you can see, I have this locked, so don't know what Synergies does. I'm guessing it's a bunch of mixing and matching. Paint system allows you to add different camouflages to your guns, and this is unlocked via, I guess, skill, if you will. So this is in Zone 1, as you can see, last stand. My best wave was 37. To be honest, it was kind of getting redundant at the end. I didn't even know that you can get different camos at wave 40, so I might retry this later on and try to clear wave 40. But each mission is pretty fun. I like what they did with the missions. Now, you might be thinking, well, if it's roguelike, is there kind of just an arena where you just have one spot and you're doing waves of stuff? There is. It's this here. And then I think there's another one in the next zone here where I'll show you. But there are story missions and specialty missions that you can do. And I'll show you one right now, actually. And this one here, we'll start off with hard. The responsiveness of the game is pretty good. It's very fluid. I like what it does with its movement, its mechanics. The gun sounds satisfying to shoot, and the sounds in general are very satisfying to hear. The voice acting is very good as well. The enemies, the one thing I will say is that sometimes the enemies feel a little bit too, I guess, basic.
So,
but
I'm just a
again, it's in
brain in
early
a
access, so
suit.
they'll probably do a lot
Well,
to update it.
Found the colonists.
But there's still a lot of content
Looks
for
like they
early
were
access
already
as well.
frozen for the trip.
Maybe asking why is my guy invisible? So at the start of each run here in this kind of mode, not particular to the last stand mode, but in like this story kind of mode here. Each room that you enter, you get a chance to observe and to, I guess, analyze how you would attack this room. I mean, of course, this is the beginning phase, so it's going to be really basic, but it's not. Later on, you're going to get different enemy types, and they're going to be more annoying, and so you can take this time to, I guess, kind of figure out what you want to do and how to attack this room. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be that hard. I know I picked the hard difficulty, but we'll just start off with this for now. Oh, what? Okay, so I'll say this right now. Zone 1, I've never had these guys ever initiate a roll before, so this is throwing me for a loop already. That's crazy. But you do start off with a pistol. Very basic gun at the moment. The music is really low too. I have the volume turned down a little bit just because I don't know how loud it would be. So you see you got your different weapons that you can choose from, and they each have their own elements and their own, their own characteristics. You can go with this one just for more damage. I think I'm gonna probably just blaze through this for now just to see what happens. So, Zone 1, these are different enemy types actually, so you're seeing this, my live reaction to this. It's not like I've played Zone 2 before, so I did not expect this guy to bust out a roll. We will clear out these rooms. I'll see how much I will cut out of the video here near the end. It kind of gets redundant and explains everything that is going on. And then I'll just stop here and then throw in like the last stand footage that I had where I was just doing wave defense, I guess. But right now, pretty fun. Getting a lot of drops, and as I said before, I highly recommend this game. It's very fluid. You have different enhancers to choose from, or item orbs to choose from. So let's see what we have after using. This is something I noticed when doing the last stand, which you'll see in the video. I did not know how strong melee was and how crazy stealth is. It's ranged and used. Read. So this is completely different actually to Zone 1. Very unique. I was expecting this. This is very good. I was expecting this to be somewhat the same as Zone 1 in terms of enemies and there's maybe different color palettes and stuff like that. But the enemies are, even though they're similar, they behave differently. Hopefully my keyboard isn't too loud. Then you have different augments. And you can pause the video to give them a quick read. I usually go with the weak points one because it seems pretty strong. But let's read this one. Increase your magazine size by 200% for every missing bullet. Gain 2% weak point damage, so it's pretty strong. I think we might go with this one. One of these. To be honest, one of these is a good choice. Correct chance versus weak point. I think we're going with weak point. You enter a safe room. Oh, this is new. It's over here. Oh! So this is where the superior item orbs come in. Alright, what should we choose? When you kill an enemy, you have a chance to fire marked enemies. Or refund a bullet. I think we're going to do laser pointer. That's cool. So, they have the fabricator. This is where you can buy items or upgrade your items. I usually like to upgrade the defensives first before I upgrade anything on the offensive. And then you can save your checkpoint to go back to the main menu. The main menu is very basic as well.
Wonder if anyone here is related to me. A friend.
Do you have a grenade? Oh, where did this guy come from? So the guns are pretty strong. So far, everything seems pretty strong as we rock in here. Oh. Somebody's behind me. That's that guy. The game's very satisfying to play. Again, the sounds are pretty good in this game. I wasn't actually expecting that much of a difference between the zones, especially in early access. So let's see here, when you swap weapons, or your procs deal more damage. Gain 5% elemental damage when killing affected by an elemental. I think we'll go with this one. I know I'm not really doing much scouting right now. But it's usually the later levels, especially when you're not playing with a lot of HP. They start to really scout more.
Oh god, they've been removing the colonists from the pods.
But it's a cool idea that they have between rounds to just
more missing colonists. Why would the machines bother taking them one by one? Why not just shoot them all?
And of course, some of the names are pretty funny. So, let's see, what can we do? Can we hang up here? Oh boy. Yeah, so Zone 1, I definitely wasn't dealing with being like frozen or anything like that, so this is pretty cool. Oh. Or range immunity, that's another thing. So I'm already liking the differences between each zone. You definitely feel the difference in difficulty. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't face tank into this. Let's go to the next area here. You have different perks that you can use too, like lightning damage, cryo, shield optimizer. I always found in this actually that the lightning damage is pretty overpowered. Let's go. What do we get here? This is pretty cool. If you're a trigger proc, your next proc. Let's go with this one. What we'll do too is we'll upgrade this as well as everything else here. Kind of tempted to see how far we can
Better
go.
not touch anything here.
So don't know what. Oh yeah, I should have 100% scouted. Okay. And of course, as you can see here, rate this mission up top. We'll just put good and just right. So yeah, I mean, there you have it. That's pretty much the gameplay loop there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fun game. I didn't expect there to be actually many differences between the zones, so that was kind of fun. And very surprising, and a welcome surprise, I should say. Because when I started Zone 1 and I played it on hard, I didn't make it past like maybe room 3, or depending on the rolls, I don't remember, but it was like really early on where my guy just got destroyed. And that's where the upgrades they felt meaningful in that way when choosing them and upgrading, because then I could go past each room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a video clip or a gameplay clip at the end of me just playing on the last stand in Zone 1, and you can kind of see how ridiculous the builds kind of get. And again, it's really fun. The gameplay is really smooth. I would highly recommend it. Deadzone Rogue is $29.99 on Steam. Again, highly recommended. I would say replay it. If you're still a little skeptical on the game, then I would recommend waiting. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's understandable too because of early access. But even in its early access state, I highly recommend it, especially for $30 Canadian, and however much it is in your currency. It's very fun. It's a good time, and you can play it co-op just like Apocalypse Party. It's very well put together. Game feels good. The hit reg feels really good. The shooting feels really good. The weapons feel really good. The characters feel really good, and the skills feel really good. So can't wait really to see what this game brings more of in the future, what future updates it'll have, and again, highly recommend it. If you guys like the video, leave a comment, maybe recommend some games for me that you want me to try, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. See ya. Thank you. Hello everyone, it's me in Post, and I just wanted to talk a little bit more here over this Last Stand gameplay that you're watching. And I just wanted to say that this game is really, really fun. And it was really fun kind of looking at Zone 2 on the fly there. I'd never played Zone 2 in this game yet because it was so... just having so much fun doing the specialty missions and then doing this Last Stand that you're seeing right here. This is actually the Wave 37 run that I kind of stopped at because for some reason I didn't... like, I had seen the rewards for that Wave 40, but I just had never really... I didn't really think about it near the end because it was just kind of... I just kind of wanted to end it, but I'm just rambling now. The game's fun. There are different enemy types, and it was cool seeing more variety of the same enemies that I saw in Zone 1. Like, in Zone 1, that enemy that you saw, sorry, in Zone 2 that rolled. In Zone 1, they don't roll. They're really, really basic. And to see that variation where they actually moved around a lot more, and to see like the range immunity mobs too, like that adds a lot of variety to the gameplay, and I didn't expect that at all. And it's an early access game, right? So for me, my expectations are as long as they kind of got the foundation down in terms of what they want in their game, everything else will come later. So I was already impressed going in with those expectations, and I just even more impressed seeing just more things, seeing how the superior item orbs work, and I'm excited to see how the synergies work. You're probably seeing right now, you know, those melee enemies that are just rushing me and the spider robots. I'm going to assume that there's going to be a variety of enemies, and the gameplay is definitely going to change. This was the melee build that I was talking about. It was really strong. It's like I get a kill and I go into stealth that you saw earlier in the video where you can kind of scout a room. So this was kind of just carrying me throughout the runs here. I had a little shotgun. It kind of reminded me like felt like I was playing Doom with how fast the gameplay was going a little. It's a fluid game. The gameplay is really good. As the old saying goes, gameplay over graphics. Gameplay is king. You know, so, I mean, these graphics look really nice, especially for the art style that they're going for, but if, say, the graphics look like Nintendo 64 graphics, I'd be fine, because the game is just, it's a very fun game. It's just good. I can't stress that enough. It's really good. I'm happy that I picked this up. I highly recommend it, even in its state right now. I don't think it's a game that you should refund. I think it's a game that you should replay. It's very good. And I can't, as I said earlier in this video at the very end, like I can't wait to see what they cook up with the future of Deadzone Rogue. I think the one thing I hope they do is allow for multiple saves. Right now, I think if I wanted to do a different save, I would have to kind of drag the file out of the folder. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like one of those manual, move the file out, start a new save if I want to play with friends, and then move the file back in if, say, I'm not playing with friends. I know you can respec talents. I think I saw a respec button. Pretty sure there's a respec button. So, you know, reset all the skills, but it's not the same. You know, you want to start fresh, do a fresh run. Hopefully they add more kind of modes and stuff like that. Just kind of more fun things to do. I'm sure they will. So, anyways, I'm probably going to let this video play out a little bit longer. But yeah, there's probably going to be more videos to come out. I have a lot of games on my mind that I want to kind of talk about, especially just kind of games that are receiving updates. Like I think of one game that I want to check out in its new update is Gray Zone Warfare. I don't know why it was so tough to talk. It got a new update, Winds of War, I think it's what it's called. I'd have to double check again, but I want to give that a shot. I thought that game was not bad, and I want to see where it's at and see what they've done. Looks like they've done a lot of improvements. So anyways, take care guys, God bless, have a good one, see ya.